Originally, the book was written, I thought, to an urban African American young lady. But as it evolved, it turns out that it appeals to the larger society, male and female alike, because it deals with fatherhood generally. And our society obviously is struggling from a lack of present and active fathers. It directly speaks to a daughter relative to what she should have learned from her father, but it indirectly tells a man what he should teach his daughter, and it also indirectly teaches a man the respectful and honorable way to deal with women. Well, my generation, unfortunately, shies away from social media, and I think if you're a parent, I think it's almost irresponsible not to be present on social media because this is where our children are. And I also believe that to compete with, you know, entertainment, television, radio, social media, I think present, I think parents being present and actively involved in the lives of children in a real way is necessary. Nannies are good, but I think you have to spend that quality time with your children and engage them in conversation, even when they don't realize what your intent is. As a father, I feel sad, fearful even, because I'm the father of African American kids, and I hate the idea that they could possibly be in a country where they might be murdered by law enforcement. Um, as a teacher, uh, I feel challenged to educate and to teach the segments of society that I might influence, tolerance and how to behave with law enforcement and um, how to properly protest and to, have your voice heard. As a leader, I feel um, encouraged because the things that are not being said about that whole incident is that it really is not a black and or white issue. It's a people's issue. And there are as many white people protesting, well, maybe not as many, but there are quite a few white people and other ethnicities that are protesting. But the media plays it as though it's black against white. So as a leader, I'm encouraged because we have made progress. It doesn't matter what the headlines are. We've made progress in this country racially. I would have liked to have seen more preparation because this was not like a hurricane or not like a tornado, should I say, that just kind of drops out of the air all of a sudden. This was a hurricane that started building and coming, and we knew it was coming. And there was just no preparation relative to conditioning the minds of the people to accept whatever the verdict was, one way or the other. There's a proper way to do everything, and I believe it starts with leadership using its influence to steer people on the course of what is just, but what is proper. Kind of mirrors what Dr. King did in the 60s. I would take great offense to my children taking any character on television on a Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon and viewing that person as his or her role model. I believe, like Charles Barkley, that the parent is the role model. This speaks to a serious parenting issue in the United States of America. We're sticking our children in front of televisions when we should be sitting at the dinner tables with them. I'm the role model at my house. In the father-daughter talk, I talk about specifically one of the driving principles is that a woman should never tolerate a man that makes her afraid. I believe that the basis of manhood, in comparison to or in relation to womanhood, is that the man should provide and protect. When a man becomes the terrorist in a woman's life, I think that he then disqualifies himself for her very presence. It did make me, as a father, a little uncomfortable to see her apologize for being victimized. I don't think that an apology from her was necessary.